It's me, Weirdo, and today I decided that I'd do a little challenge. So basically, I wanted to compare the two drawing apps. The one I frequently use, Ibis Paint X, and the one that is most likely on almost everyone's computer, Paint, or also known as MS Paint. So yeah, today I decided that I'm going to draw the same drawing in both of those programs and just see the differences on how they look at the end. And yeah, let's get into it. So for these drawings, I decided to focus less on the type of character. I wanted to do a lot more of a background scene. Obviously there's gonna be a character in it that's gonna be in the middle, but I also want to focus more on the skies and stuff, just to see how I might incorporate that into my drawing and stuff, because I think it'd be really interesting how I'm going to be able to draw a background scene and without using Gaussian blur, because that's what I use all the time. So I thought it'd be interesting. And I also did that because I like doing that, because this isn't my first time I've drawn in MS Paint before. I posted on my community tabs a few I've done before. Here are some of the examples. I like how I focused more on different elements in the background, I guess. So I decided to do that. But yeah, I just kind of want to get this done with quickly, because I know I'm gonna have to do it again. Oh yeah, and here's me trying to add a little bit of spice to it, because I thought the background just felt really simple. So I thought maybe I could add some sakura flower petals or a tree, but then I decided I hated that. So in the end, I just decided to call it a day and just end it here. And yeah, this is the finished illustration. So now let's see my attempt of drawing it in MS Paint. So in order for me to draw this in MS Paint, I have to do the way I usually draw in Ibis Paint, just backwards. So instead of drawing the character, I have to do the background first. So as you can see, I'm trying to do this airbrush tool, but I realized how crappy that was. I'm sorry, the speckledness of the airbrush, I couldn't take it. So I instead used the highlighter brush, which is basically my favorite brush in this program. Okay, it's so good. It's transparent when you need it, and it can be opaque when you need it. I highly recommend if you're going to draw an MS Paint. So for here, I'm finishing up the base colors of the sky, and then I tried to give it one last shot for the airbrush and use that to kind of blend in the colors I had set down. It kind of worked, so I guess there is a use for this airbrush tool. That's nice. And here comes my favorite part, drawing the clouds, and I love the way this rendering process looked. Shame. So basically, be sorry. You better be sorry. Jeez. Yeah, let her apologize. Keep on apologizing. So basically, I loved the way I rendered the clouds, because it was so satisfying to watch. But then I forgot to record. So now I just feel real stupid. Yeah, I think she's expressing her apologies. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Keep on whining about it past me. But yeah, I'm sorry. The clouds are my favorite part to render out of this entire piece, and I'm so sad y'all got to miss that, because I liked watching it happen. Yeah, but now we're moving on to the actual character. So, like I said, I have to go backwards. So instead of drawing the outline and adding color, I have to add color, then the outline. So yeah, now that's why I'm getting into the nitty-gritty details, like the hair rendering highlights and eyes and teeth. So yeah, so far I think it looks, I was really excited. Like I was like, oh, this is looking a lot better than I had imagined. And now here is the last, we're on the last stretch, so I'm finally doing the outline of the character. And the tools I mainly use were the, like I said, the highlighter pen, and then also for the main character itself, like the base colors, I used the watercolor pen, and then I used a little bit of the airbrush, but for the outline and blush and stuff, I used the pencil like tool in MS Paint. And yeah, for the shadows, I also had to use the highlighter pen because it was amazing like that. I will stand by this opinion, how the highlighter pen is the best. Okay, it truly is for me. So yeah, I'm just fixing up the rim lighting for this situation, for this lighting scenario, because I didn't like it. And yeah, we are done. So this is the final product. I really like how it turned out. It turned out a lot better than I expected. So now let's get on to the next drawing. So for this one, there is a backstory behind this composition, or whatever you want to call it with fancy words. So this one is for this bird. Yes, a bird. So one day, me and my friends were hanging out, waiting for the doors to open for school because we were super bored and we got there way too early. And so we were waiting, and when I sat down, one of my friends was like, "Don't move, there's a bird." And so I got super excited, and we saw this bird just sitting on like one of our pillars. Well, not on, like beside, it was on the floor, one of our pillars. And so we were so like, wow, oh my gosh, there's a bird. And so we love him, and I took a picture of him, but the quality is like booty cheeks, I'm sorry. So in the end, we named this bird Mr. Beaks, and sadly we haven't seen him since, but it's okay. So now I'm going on to MS Paint, and while I am working on the sky right now, I want to talk a little bit about Mr. Beaks and who he is and why he has a first name too. It's not just Mr. Beaks. So like I said, me and my friends saw him like sitting by the pillar. I'll pull up the picture again. And I don't know, he was just sleeping peacefully, right? And so when it was time for us to actually get into first period, I was very scared. I was very nervous for him, and I was like hoping that, by a miracle I would be able to see him again. And like then reality set in, and I was like, I'm probably never gonna see that stupid bird again, right? Like it's probably gonna fly away and go somewhere else. The next day, my friends like ran to me when I got there and was like, "The bird is back! The bird is back!" And so I started freaking out, and yeah, but he had changed places. He went from like the corner of a pillar to like the side of the wall of the school. So yeah, and they had told me that some stupid kids try to throw stuff at poor Mr. Beaks. Like, am I right? Like, why would you throw stuff at a bird? So they started throwing like pencils and paper and sometimes even water, but they all missed. They all missed. And my friend swears that the bird gave them like a side eye. Like, she swears by it. And sadly, one of the like principals had to come out and like shove the bird off the property. And we were like, what? Like, it's a bird and it's sleeping there peacefully. But yeah, that was the last time we saw Mr. Beaks, and I thought it was just a cute short story I'd like to share. And also, very off topic, but I've noticed that specifically only in MS Paint, because usually I listen to like music or like I watch something on the side when I'm drawing, but for some reason only when I'm in MS Paint I can draw in complete silence. Like, it's kind of unsettling. For example, like, listen to this. This is real time drawing. Yeah, I just thought it was really weird that I could just work in complete silence, but only on Microsoft Paint. Like, I thought it was just very strange. But you know what? It's okay because I don't know. I tend to be very strange. But yeah, I am trying to work on the bounce light or ambient light of the surroundings onto the the characters and stuff. So as you can see at the bottom of Mr. Beaks, he has a little bit of blue because he's surrounded by like a blue sky, which will kind of put ambient light that is blue around him. I don't really know what I'm doing, okay? I'm not 100% sure, okay? Like, I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'm going with the flow on this, and I'm just basically copying what I did on my Ibis Paint drawing, okay? That's literally what I'm doing. But yeah, for this type of stuff, I'm actually using the crayon pen like tool now. It's cool for a nice texture. I don't know if I'll use it all the time again, like the amazing highlighter pen. But you know, it's a pen that can be used great at specific times and stuff. And so now we're on the final stretch here. I'm working on the eyes, making them look pretty, and actually doing the outline of the characters and stuff. And yeah, so far I was also pretty pleasantly surprised on how well this was going out. And yeah, I also had this thing where there was a whole bunch of random splotches on my screen. I don't know, that might have just been me and my hand and stuff, but I don't know. But yep, final stretch, and I can't forget that I almost forgot to render her entire lower body, because as you can see, those are just like blobs. So yeah, almost forgot about that, but now I'm doing it. And here is the finished product, and is also all the other drawings that I did today. Yeah, I am actually pleasantly surprised on how the MS Paint drawings came out, because I had to do that all in one layer and stuff, so I'm pretty proud of that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.